good morning, depending on the time you will be watching this video. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you are new here, kindly consider to subscribe. So far, I want to thank all my subscribers who have found an opportunity to subscribe. We have now clicked the 40th number. I'm now chasing the 50th number. Kindly, if you can be able to watch this from wherever you are in this part of the world or from across the world, consider to subscribe. I'm yours and the only one, Okongo_1. The message in store for you today, we are now talking to the young people who have finished school, young people who have finished college, young people who have anticipated marriage. I now want to speak to you because this can be now what you've been looking for. If in case you are getting an opportunity, kindly listen from here and give me your thoughts on the comments down there. One thing I know is that human beings are by nature people who must be social. We come from institutions where there are relationships. Now, for you to be in a relationship, it must follow some procedures. Naturally, some of us, many of us actually, join relationships without having proper consideration or determination. Now you find somebody asking me, like I was yesterday somewhere, we are having a chat with friends. And one of them asked me, Mwalim, that is the name they call me around to mean teacher. Mwalim, what is the ripe age for one to get married? Then I looked at him and wondered. And I asked him, what is your consideration? When do you think is one ripe to get married? And he started telling me, oh, when you are economically stable, when you think you can marry, or when you think you are learned so much so you can marry. And I told him, you have tried, but let us give it a look in a bigger perspective. There is an aspect of relationship when one grows. When a child is born, for example, that child gets relationship from the parents. She or he is attached to the love of the parents. He creates trust to those who take good care of him or her, and mistrust to those who doesn't care. So that's why most people or young children find it difficult to cope up with strangers. Why? You might see them cry when they see a stranger. Then you ask yourself, why are they crying? The reason is very simple. They cry because the environment they have been left in is not a normal environment where they are used. But if you find the same child seeing a parent or a sibling, will start smiling, will start even feeling better and cuddled in the hands. Reason being, he or she has found the requisite relationship that always keeps him moving. So it goes on. As the child gets to grow, taken back to school, develops confidence with the other colleagues whom they work with in the outer world, and find a child having a good relationship in the class together with classmates, but finds it difficult to interact with others who are not from the same class. Therefore, relationships continue. So when a child is around the age of puberty, puberty is the onset of adolescence, where you find that there are a lot of physical changes in a child. Physical changes to mean, if it's a boy, you will hear him changing the voice. Now the voice becomes coarse, and the Adam's apple gets to expand. And therefore, emotionally, this child starts to change behavior. Of course, there is growth of pubic hair. There is also a growth of hair under the armpits. The boy has what we call a growth spurt. And as he is growing from infancy to nearly puberty, this child, who is a boy, tends to form a gang with other boys. whom they do work together. But immediately it is after that period, to mean now puberty has set in, the child now transfers the relationship from a group or a gang and it goes to be an individual. So this individual boy starts to have thoughts which are abstract. The abstract thoughts now drive this boy or a girl for that matter, because also girls have their own physical and emotional changes. Like for example, you can find a girl has now developed some breasts. The same girl you will find has had her hips broadened and also starts to look at things in an abstract manner. Meaning, if a young girl is told that I love you, it doesn't just end there. It is so contagious that that same young girl ends up thinking or dreaming about what she has been informed about. And that is how relationships start. You find that a boy who loves being in a gang with other boys is now no longer having a relationship with boys. He tries to ostracize them. The same boy now ends having a relationship with the opposite gender. The same girl who used to form a clique with other girls no longer now forms a clique. Starts to have a relationship with other boys who are of different gender. And that's how now relationships are born. So most of us who are young and now are old messed our lives somewhere when we were adolescents. And I want to say to you out there, if you are just maybe a young person growing, this is a journey. A relationship is a journey. So from the age of around 12 to around age 24, if there is a young person who can go through or traverse this journey in a more amicable manner without having problems, you have to thank God and thank Him seriously. So, but it does not come freely like that. You must work for it. How do you work for it? You must set your goals straight. Because at this time, you might be finding yourself either almost finishing your elementary school, or you might have started to enter in a junior school or in a secondary school or a post-primary or a post-elementary school. During these times, most children go to one gender-based schools. You can find he has gone to a boys' school or has gone to a girls' school. While there, you learn a lot of aspects from others. There are those who are cocky about life. They will tell you how they have traversed these relationships with ease. Some of them will misguide you. I want to draw your attention to the scriptures. In the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse number 3, it says that bad company corrupts good morals. This is the time you have a bad company, and sometimes you might end up having very bad morals. That's why you hear a lot of yulabaloo about young people. People saying that the daughter of so and so is not good, the son of so and so is messy. Wherever he or she is seen together with you, they start to run away. Or they try to prevent others from catching up with you. Why? The reason is you have already developed a bad company. But in as much as you have developed a bad company, there are those also who have been taught from the school of their own family. They end up growing, they end up working hard to ensure that they succeed academically and also they succeed socially. They form formidable relationships that can help them become people of reputable and remarkable character out there. So what exactly happens? As you are in high school, you will find a lot of difficult moments as a young person. If you are not academically sound, you might regress to having your thoughts, your intentions realized in making a relationship. And these relationships ends up now spoiling you. They become a catalyst of a very bad life thereafter. So, when you finish school and has gone to college, also there's a lot of peer influence in college. You find that there is a lot of assignment. Some of these assignments are so tricky. Some want to have a relationship so that they can be helped in the institution. But some again, you find that they are very much focused. However, from my point of view, I can advise young people to be focused always, to know and work smart. Whatever you are doing, that it is you who can transform your life. So most of us who do not understand or comprehend what is awaiting us, they end up messing up themselves because of the peer influence. When I was in high school, I met a friend of mine who used to tell me that I look like a girl because I don't have a girlfriend. It's like I don't know how to talk. So I felt embarrassed. And sometimes I could follow girls thinking that I'm now becoming a man, not to realize that I was becoming messy. It's my advice to you young people. Don't follow a group. Don't follow a company. Don't follow a friend who has a different future from that which you have. Everybody, God has predestined for us what He intends us to be. If you are born to be a teacher, you will be. Just work